and welcome to another Sims Freeplay house tour. Today I want to show you my most recent build. It is much larger and much more extravagant than I would usually build because I generally build very small, very modest homes. But this is a veritable mansion in the international style, which was a modernist style of architecture in the early to mid 20th century. As we've gotten around to the back, we can see the most remarkable feature of this build. This is a cantilevered living room that is suspended over a pool. That's right, this room is completely floating. This is a little trick that we can do with the mezzanines at the moment. I'm not sure if this will be the case forever. But Joy's creative finger has already done a little tutorial or an explanation of how this is done, so if you head over to her channel, you can find a video that shows how to do it. So this modernist mansion has been built on the spa lot, which has this absolutely beautiful freshwater creek out the back. They have an absolutely stunning view from the house, which is just one reason to use all of these big windows everywhere to be able to take advantage of all of those beautiful views. One of the challenges of using the spa lot, as many of you will know, is that there is that immovable courtyard stuck in the middle of the lot. It's a bit of a pain in the butt, but I was able to work around it by building this glass atrium through the interior of the build, which is actually a relatively common feature of some modernist styles such as Eichler's. So they would have a glass atrium where you can kind of look right through the build from one end to the other. So even though some of these homes were quite sprawling, as this one is, everything kind of had an interconnected feel and a connection between the indoor and outdoor. So the front door to the actual living spaces of the house is up on the second floor here on this balcony, and you can access that from either of these two island villa outdoor staircases. Why does one have railings up against the house and the other doesn't? No idea. I did try and shuffle them around to change that, but it just seems to be one of those little quirks in the game at the moment. So through the huge snow chalet doors, we get into a nice little entrance hall with the Scandinavian coffee table. There is a hall table with some little decor items, and more of the snow chalet windows look through into that atrium that I was talking about and through into the rest of the house. So if we head right from here, we get to a hallway that has the stairs up to the bedrooms, but we'll get to that. Over here there's one of the old beach coffee tables as a hall table, and I've got a pair of the angled salon chairs, one in teal and one in burgundy, because why not mix and match your retro colours? Opposite is a wall of family photographs and paintings, and the hallway heads this way through these open spa doors. We have some of the urban fern wall hangings to fill in this wall. And then the hallway continues to snake around here to the living spaces of the house. So let's first head right into the kitchen. So here is Blanca cooking on the snow chalet ovens. The whole kitchen set is the snow chalet cabinets, which I thought looked pretty retro modern with the blonde wood fronts. And paired with this minty coloured cracked tile floor and wood panelling on the walls, I don't know if this could get any more retro. This shuttered window over here looks out over the pool, and we have little baby Sylvia in her bouncer where her mother can keep an eye on her while she does the cooking. On this wall I have used these salon shelves with all the lotions and potions, but in this case it is meant to be open pantry shelves. There's also a phone here. There's phones all through this house, which I imagine to be an intercom system because this house is so big. I imagine it might be necessary. Let's duck back into the hallway now. We have one of the old stepped bookshelves here. And this leads through into the great room, or a huge entertaining den, if you will. At the back we have the gigantic snow chalet couch with these windows overlooking the creek in the back. For some reason, the glass makes the water of the creek or any swimming pools behind it disappear. If you can see that, there's no water in that creek, but if you look to the side where there's no windows, you can see the water rushing in and then disappearing. Another one of those little quirks. Swinging around here, we have a nice big urban furniture coffee table, a shag rug in front of this beautiful freestanding stove, which is the centerpiece of the room. To the side we have just a little chess table with a 1960s Arco lamp in chrome, and on the other side is a record player and guitar. In this corner there is one of the Snow Lodge bars, which I think I got in a mystery box, not really sure, but it matches the stacked stone walls. If I could just get them to stop dropping down on us, there they are. And if this wasn't all retro enough for you, there's a fondue table set up here. Can't get much more mid-century kitsch than that. And did I mention that this room is suspended above a pool? Let's head back down the hall for now though, but we have stairs to downstairs here, we'll get to that later. Through this way is the family living room, a combined living and dining space. I've used the Scandinavian dining table with these Eames-inspired bucket chairs, and we have Oscar sitting here reading. I've also used these L-shaped couches with this honey-coloured tan leather. We have a little playmat for baby Sylvia, and we have the retro telly over here. We have another window here that looks out over the pool, and of course it makes the pool water disappear. And we have some bright artwork up here above the couch. So from this room as well, you can kind of look out through into the atrium and through to the front of the house. There's a little hallway here which leads off the living room. There's another coffee table as hall table, and in here is the bathrooms for this floor. So one room has the shower and tub, and the toilet is in its own room for convenience. And this is also the bathroom that is used by the guest room. In here I've used the Scandinavian bedroom set, which looks very mid-century to me. And this bedroom is also accessed through these doors leading straight off from the front hall. So now it's time we can head upstairs, and these stairs open right out onto a balcony or terrace. How do they keep rain out of their hallway? Who knows? Let's just imagine they have some way of pulling a cover of some kind over it. So we have space for the family to hang out up here with a barbecue and an outdoor dining table, which looks out into the atrium. So the bedrooms are in two separate wings, one for the master and a separate wing for the kids' beds. So let's have a look at the children's wing first. It is 2 stories high, as it is a lofted space, making use of the new mezzanine function. So we'll have a look at that. There's a little balcony on the front which I've filled in with some of the raised planters from the backyard beautification event. So we head through these wide island villa folding doors, and this space I've set up as a playroom for now, but this whole space is very adaptable. We have a ladder up to the loft, we'll get there, but through this open doorway we head right into Sylvia's nursery, where Oscar is putting her down for a sleep. This is an incredibly girly little nursery. It's very pink and lilac and kitschy little details. Off to this side is a little closet that actually has a door there that leads through to the master so that they can get to their baby quickly in the night. As the family grows, they could remove that doorway completely and have a little bit more privacy for the whole family. Through here is the bathroom, where I've used the spa bathroom set again, and the whole room is timber panelled, and a lovely angled snow chalet window looks out to the creek. There's a little balcony off this room as well, just with some deck chairs set up. So So heading back across, we can have a look up this ladder into the loft space. I just love this little loft bed. So at the moment this is set up just as a very generic kind of bedroom. This could be adapted in so many ways. Maybe for one kid who's very lucky to have a lofted bed with play space underneath, or a couple of kids could share this space. Or in this case, I think that the Sales may actually be hiring a live-in nanny quite soon. They are quite wealthy and certainly have the means to do so. So this would be the nanny's room right above little Sylvia. So heading back across the terrace, we'll have a look at the master suite now. Again, we have one of the big island villa doorways with a small study in here, just with a desk, a record player, and an Eames-style chair. And as is the catchphrase of this house, this looks out into the atrium. And I just love how you can open and close this doorway, so they can close it off for a little bit of privacy and quiet. Through this door we get into the master bedroom. I've used the huge, absolutely huge snow chalet bed in pink. And I just love how these chaise lounge that came from the custom closets matches the headboard of the bed so exactly. I've also used the little purple retro lamps in here as well, which ties in that purple a little bit more. They have a closet as well, one square bigger this time. And there's that door that leads into the nursery. So there's a bathroom in here as well, of course, that's pretty much exactly the same as the other one. Blanca is in here having a soak in the tub after a busy day chasing after a little baby. And they have their own little balcony as well, where we just have the French Chateau cheese board out here. These two balconies are actually one balcony that stretches along the back of the building, but it's been blocked off by these planters that form a long, low wall along the back, so they are private and separate from one another. So those are the main sections of the house, but we're still not done here. I still have the underneath of the house to show you. This is open on 3 sides here, just with open doorways. So you can head in from any angle, honestly, but let's head in from the front. We have a couple of easels set up here. Oscar does like to do some painting every now and then. So here is the courtyard that I mentioned, and it cannot be moved and it cannot be changed. The only thing that you can change is the paving, which I made this AstroTurf because we're going for as much kitsch as we can get here. To the right is a garden or a little shade house with mostly shade plants like moss and ferns, lilies and ivy, the kind of thing that would appreciate being out of the sun. On the opposite side is just a clothesline. And at the back of the courtyard, a couple of doors lead through to the family room or a den of sorts. So these doors can actually be secured, so it's not all open like the rest of the underside of the house. In here we have a ping pong table, a foosball, we have a huge fancy stereo here. On this side is the laundry. It's pretty small, but it's got everything you need. It's got the washer dryer, hot water heater, a weather machine is in here. Thank goodness we can finally put them indoors. I hate having them lying around in the yard. And we have an ironing board and some storage. They also have their own home gym. This cycle machine was unlocked from the seniors quest, I believe. I honestly can't remember where this other machine turned up. I usually don't mess with gyms in my little houses. This yoga mat in the corner is just decorative, and it comes with one of the penthouses. On the opposite side there is a bathroom, handy for Sims who have been out for a swim in the pool. There is also a handy robe rack here and a dresser for changing in and out of swimsuits, and a private sauna. This house honestly has the lot. Outside, through another wide island villa doorway, we have the pool. And just to the left here are the stairs up to the great room, which we saw before. So the pool is this odd shape that kind of wraps around this sort of keyhole-shaped patio that has a pool bar here, so guests who are here for a pool party can just swim right up and grab a drink from the middle of the pool. Behind it there is a double lounger from the Island Villa mystery box. And this boardwalk here leads down to the patio that's suspended above the creek, so that's another unchangeable part of the template. On this side of the pool I've set up these pool lounges, and at the edge there's one of the outdoor cinemas. Again, I can't remember how we got this, but it's a pretty cool little item. Of course, Sims can't actually watch the TV from those lounges, but you can just imagine. Oh yeah, and there's actually a room suspended above this pool. I can't get over it, I swear. So now that they have a little bit of peace and quiet, now that Sylvia is settled down for the evening, Oscar and Blanca are enjoying a cheese platter out on their balcony and enjoying the view of their beautiful new home. I hope you enjoyed the tour. I am honestly quite proud of this build, and I hope you liked it too. Thanks for watching. I will be back with more Sims Freeplay tours and other videos really soon, so if you haven't yet, remember to subscribe, and if you hit that little bell, you'll be notified when my videos appear. So I will see you all next time. Bye for now.